You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to Rom Wills About That Business. We need more training centers. And this is something I've talked about before, but you know what? A big issue that's happening out here is we still need a lot of jobs done, right? By people, right? I mean, I know people are talking about automation and everything. Okay, fine. But automation, if you really think about it, right? One, it don't have that human touch in some areas that you still need it. And two, there's still some stuff until you get fully functional androids, right? Fully functional androids. And even then, it still be, I don't know, it'd probably be decades before, if they even get one, that'd be viable. People still need jobs, you know? And that's speculation. I'm going to deal with it here and now, right? One of the bigger problems out there, a lot of people just not trained to do stuff. You know, because there's still jobs. There's still jobs. And honestly, I think we need more certifications or more stuff that directly train you for jobs. Like people talk about 4-year colleges and all of that, universities. But as someone who's been, most of the stuff that you're taught has no bearing on what you do for a living. And there's a lot of people who, you know, they'll go to school for one thing and then actually make their money in something totally opposite, right? In fact, you know, I've said before, I've worked retail, and you'd be surprised. Many of the managers, they got degrees, but it was not for retail. In fact, there's very few degrees that actually deal with retail, maybe like merchandising or something, but a lot of the stuff that's done has nothing to do with what they're going to teach at your typical college, right? But what we need, though, we still need like training. We need training. You still got a lot of blue collar stuff, a lot of trades and everything, right? And it could be in anything. I mean, and they got training, honestly, you know, especially like in the hair industry, you know, barber schools and things of the sort. You know, I don't know how they train for like doing nails and other stuff, personal services, massage. You know, they still have that. But I think we need more of it. Because actually, that's how you can create more businesses. If you get someone who gets this training in entrepreneurial, they the ones who eventually start businesses. Like the barber. Now, the barber, that's a weird thing because people don't have to go to a barber school. They can become an apprentice, right? And I'm going to get on that apprentice thing in a second, right? But, you know, that's the barber shop. I mean, the barber school, that's a good idea because, you know, somebody can go through it and everything and then come out, start something, or they have some way to make money. Now, how much money they actually make, it will be up to their efforts. But that's cool, but at least get them trained. But with barbering, they also have apprentices. And, you know, I think apprenticeships need to come back more. Because, you know, I think about my son sometimes. He actually learns better when his hands on. Like, he actually has to do something to, like, learn how to do it, right? He actually has to do something. Right, so that's an important thing. That's a important thing. I think a lot of idle young men out here would actually do better with some training. Women too, right? You know, train them how to fix stuff. Like I'm gonna tell you what, like any training that has to do with any form of house repair is needed. Because regardless of the economy. Regardless of what's going on, people need their homes repaired. And in fact, that would be important to the point because if you think about it, even in this retail apocalypse, nobody's talking about any of these hardware stores closing. Have you noticed that? You haven't heard any news about these retail, even like mom and pop hardware stores. They generally stay open forever. You know, if they usually close, it's it's usually based on something like the owners just decided they didn't want to do it anymore, right? And the reason why they popular because what they fixing, they dealing with homes, right? So anybody who like learn any contracting work, because it's always something. It's always something, anything. Like I had a good friend, somebody I grew up with. Even though they could have got into the like the white collar world, they actually started a business cleaning carpets because people need that stuff done. That's a skill. We need training in everything, and I think that and especially if the government, honestly, if the government is serious about revitalizing the economy, really revitalizing, and not talking like cooking some numbers and stuff like the politicians do to look good, but you would have more. You would train people more, and the education system would be more geared towards this. A significant part of the education system doesn't serve people, because honestly, does knowing the history of the Battle of War of 1812 really help somebody education wise, unless they want to be a PhD in like military history? No, it really doesn't. But if you show them how to lay some brick, or shoot, even you could even have training on how to clean up properly, and there's a skill to it. As my grandmother said, you gotta, if somebody clean when they clean the corners, right? Somebody's a good cleaner when they clean the corners, but gives people some practical training. I mean, even now, college is becoming too expensive. It's becoming too expensive, and now you got a student loan bubble that no telling when it's going to burst, and then they can't get a job. Where somebody could go through a training program for maybe 6 months and then come out and be able to do something. But we need more of them. We need more of them, more of an emphasis on them. So anyway, right? That's all I got for now. Let's go make that money.